Because for the past 8 months, the Houthis have launched hundreds of ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and drones against Israel.
Wait, why would that be, Satan? Why do you think that people are attacking you? Why do you think that seemingly every country that is surrounding you is attacking you? What are you doing? What are you not factoring into this equation that you don't want us to know about, obviously? Well, you're committing a genocide against 2.3 million people, and you've killed hundreds of thousands of them in the past 8 months. He's going back to November because I think that's when the Houthis started striking. But
the only reason those attacks have not caused a greater loss of life has been the defensive measures taken by Israel and its allies, which together have intercepted hundreds of projectiles.
He's got his go-to, you know?
I would like to thank the United States, Britain, France, and other members of the International Maritime
Wow, he's
Coalition
actually thanking the United States?
that was formed to repel Houthi attacks. But the drone attack that struck Israel in the early morning hours yesterday shows that more than defensive action is needed to curtail the Houthis. Offensive action is also needed. It's needed to ensure that Iran's...
You just got caught with your pants down, bucko. Now you've been humiliated once again on the international stage.
Iran's terror proxies pay a price.
Well, it's called the deterrence strategy. He's just outlining more deterrence strategy. We got to do some crazy shit because just to tell people not to fuck with Israel. Remember that this happened in 2006 as well, okay? Remember that Gaza is Israel's punching bag. In 2006, they lost a war with Lebanon with Hezbollah. They were humiliated, and that's when Gadi Eisenkot, who just recently lost a son who was fighting with the diaper forces in Gaza, and we're supposed to feel bad for Gadi Eisenkot, who's literally like the articulator of the Dahaya Doctrine, which is that we're going to wreak disproportionate violence against civilians and critical civilian infrastructure in order to break the spirit, humiliate, punish, and terrorize civilians is going to be our official strategic policy when it comes to our neighbors in the region, because we want to show that we are batshit insane and do not with this, because we will kill your whole family. We are like the mafia. We don't give a That's what we do. That's our deterrence strategy, is literally just acts of aggression and an endless barrage of war crimes.
Price for their brazen aggression. For over half a year.
Now listen to this. Let's back it up for a little bit, because I know once again, look, it's terror proxies. It's the terror proxies, you guys.
Their brazen aggression. For over half a year, the Houthis have not only attacked Israel, they've also targeted the ships of dozens of countries traversing the Bab el-Mandeb Straits.
The Bab el-Mandeb? Where's that at? Can't you just say Red Sea and Suez Canal? What's the Bab el-Mandeb Straits? Anybody know?
This is a maritime corridor through which some 30% of the world's maritime commerce flows.
Yeah. Oh my God. You know what? We're talking about the 30% of the world's maritime commerce flows. We're not talking about the 80% of Gazan inhabitants that were living on foreign handouts before October 7th. We're not talking about the 200,000 civilians that you've murdered, women and children, mostly just children. The biggest demographic of the people that you have slaughtered by the hundreds of thousands in the past 9 months has been children, you psychopath.
The international community must redouble its efforts to protect this vital waterway.
Redouble your efforts. We haven't killed enough. We've got to do more killing. Anyone that's protesting the actual savage murder that we are committing against the Gazans, we're coming after you, okay? You're gonna disrupt our commercial ships, you're gonna disrupt our supply chain, you're gonna disrupt our ability to accumulate capital and make profits. We're going to your entire family, and that's how the world works.
And to hold both the Houthis and their Iranian sponsors accountable for their aggression. Today, Israel is being attacked by Iran and its proxies on 7 fronts.
7 fronts. Remember, I said it was like, Israel, you've gone to war with 5 other countries. You're at war with 5 countries right now. And then somebody's like, well, maybe I think Iraq has also been attacked by Israel. So, okay, maybe it's 6. No, he's saying there's 7 fronts.
The Houthis in Yemen.
Let's go through the list. I mean, you're just telling on yourself, big boy. Baby Netanyahu. Crybaby Netanyahu. What are we going to call him? This fucking crybaby. You're just self-reporting. Yeah, you're being attacked on 7 fronts, mother. What does that tell you? It couldn't be me. Couldn't be Israel. Are they right? No, I'm right.
Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Shiite militias in Iraq and in Syria.
Okay, so
Iran-backed terror attacks in Judea and Samaria, and of course, attacks directly conducted by Iran itself, as the world saw on April 14th.
We got to run that back. Thank you, Netanyahu, for letting us know how unliked you are. How you are so much of a terrorist, like Pakistan has called you, that literally the entire world is trying to get rid of you because you are a cancer upon the international stage. Let's run this back. This is too good.
The Houthis in Yemen, Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, Shiite militias in Iraq and in Syria, Iran-backed terror attacks in Judea and Samaria, and of course, attacks directly conducted by Iran itself.
Okay, I mean,
as
it's
the world saw on April 14th.
still kind of a reach. I'd still say it's 6, not 7, but he's like, no, that was 7th. We directly was attacked. If your son is constantly fighting at school, it's a high chance he's the bully.
In defending ourselves against this Iranian terror act, Israel stands on the front lines against a regime that threatens the entire Middle East, threatens the entire world. This is...
Dude, yes, of course. Let's go back. Let's run that back. We have to know that Iran threatens the entire world.
Against this Iranian terror axis.
The Iranian terror axis. The Iranian terror axis is a threat to the entire world. Entire world, what do you think is the greatest threat to international peace? The United States of America. No, I thought it was the Iranian axis of terror. No, that would be the United States. Yeah. Oh, so wait, the United States and its proxy Israel are just projecting their own crimes onto their victims. That would be correct, yes.
Stands on the front lines against a regime that threatens the entire Middle East, threatens the entire world. This is why all...
Oh look, there was a jump cut. He must have known he couldn't even get that one out without revealing that he was lying, that they had to like edit because they couldn't get smoothly from after that lie to the next lie. So they had to do a jump cut. Let's watch that again.
Stands on the front lines against a regime that threatens the entire Middle East, threatens the entire world. This is why all those who seek a more secure and stable Middle East should fully support Israel's action against this terror axis in Yemen, in Gaza, in Lebanon, and elsewhere.
Elsewhere. Could be anywhere. I'm not even going to say. It could happen, just elsewhere. You must support all of our terror that we're doing. Everywhere. Not only in these places, but also elsewhere. Where else? Can't disclose that information quite yet. Okay. Iranian-backed terror proxies. I swear to God, if I find another Iranian-backed terror proxy, I'm going to myself.
And to Israel's enemies, I have a simple message. Do not doubt Israel's determination to defend itself on every front. All those who seek to harm us will pay a very heavy price.
Don't with us. We're crazy. Look what we did to Gaza. Our punching bag. Israel cannot fight a war against Lebanon, but they have to show that they're fucking crazy. What does a bully do? They pick on people that they know that they can dominate unilaterally. They don't look for a fair fight. That's why they got to blow up. They can't actually go, and stage a war against Hamas. They know they'll lose. It's a conscripted army. It's just a bunch of kids on TikTok dancing. They don't know what the they're doing. They're terrible. They're conscripted. Do you know what that means? It's obligatory. You don't have people that know how to fight. Insane. Yeah, and who's footing the bill? That's what we want to know.
To defend itself on every...
Let's listen to this last.
And to Israel's enemies, I have a simple message. Do not doubt Israel's determination to defend itself on every front. All those who seek...
All 7 fronts. Don't you ever doubt our ability to defend ourselves. Don't you dare doubt our ability to defend ourselves. We are the Israel diaper forces, goddammit. We shit hard. And our pants. You know what I mean, though? What? Determination to defend itself on every front. That's right, we're crazy.
The harmers will pay a very heavy price for their aggression.
Okay, cool. So just another threat of more supreme international crimes of injustice against humanity. Awesome. Thank you, Satan. Perfect.